Hey everyone, it's Chris and Jamie from Steeda again, and today we're going to be going over a little bit of a deeper dive into exactly how all the parts adjust when you're getting an alignment done on your vehicle. In a past video, we went over an alignment sheet and exactly how to read it when you get your car back from alignment, the before and after measurements, but today we're going to talk about all these adjustable parts. So Jamie, I guess we'll start off with the rear.
Yeah, we'll start off with the rear. The two basic adjustments you're going to be looking at in the rear is camber and toe. And we'll just cover a quick basic of a couple of different ways to do it. The factory built-in camber adjustment in the top mounts in the rear subframe where the upper control arm attaches. You can loosen the bolt and slide the control arm in or out to get your rear camber set where you would like it. But there are a couple of different ways you can do this to make it a little bit easier. To start with, our camber adjusting bracket for the rear. It's a bolt-on bracket. It uses an eccentric bolt that, as you rotate it, will move the control arm in or out, make it a little bit easier to adjust your camber, a little bit more precise because you can control how much movement it has. This is a really quick, simple addition to your car to make your alignments easier. Another adjustment method for the camber in the rear is our adjustable camber arm. This part's more designed a little bit more around hardcore racing. The adjustments, because it's done with a double adjuster, you can see it attached on the car here, or on the subframe here. Rotating the center adjuster, you can get your camber from about 2.5 degrees negative to about 2 degrees positive. So you have a lot of range to move for whether you're drag racing or road racing or autocrossing. Or you've got a car that's on air ride and you really having a hard time getting the rear aligned at those really low heights.
Now, one thing I know about these adjustable camber arms is that when it comes to drag racing, the factory camber adjustment really won't allow you to get close to that 0 degrees alignment.
It's not going to allow you to get actually get into the 0 degree range or the slightly positive range that some of these high horsepower cars on really soft tires like. This control arm will give you the ability to make that adjustment.
Sweet.
And while we're talking about the rear, go ahead and talk about a adjustable toe link. The factory toe link is adjustable. It has a eccentric cam at the front to allow you to rotate it in and out to adjust your toe. But it's really not the most precise and it's not the strongest part. It is a stamped steel part with rubber bushings front and rear. Our toe link has a spherical rod end and a center adjusting point on it that allows it to be a lot more precise and a lot stronger than the factory toe link. So when you're making big adjustments with camber, it gives you the ability to make toe adjustments to follow.
And we have the option to either lock out that factory point or incorporate it within the toe link installation. Which one do we recommend
The toe link comes with lockout plates to lock it into a specific position. It just gives you a much stronger attachment than the factory that was just a cam washer. The camber arm, upper control arm, we do have optional lockout plates for it. They're not as necessary because it doesn't see the stress that the toe link does, but they are a nice addition for high horsepower cars.
So moving on to the front of the vehicle, the S550, it's an awesome platform right out of the box, but when it comes to different suspension changes you're making to the vehicle, whether you're lowering it or basically anything that's going to require an alignment and change up the factory ride height of the vehicle, you're going to need an alignment. And with that comes camber adjustment. So Jamie, tell us a little bit about our two options because there is no factory camber adjustment in the S550, right?
Nope, there's no factory camber adjustment. There is toe. It's just simply rotating the inner and outer tie rod ends together and basically lengthening the length between the knuckle and the steering rack to adjust toe. But there is no camber adjustment. The first option, depending on if you just need to make a minor camber adjustment, is a camber bolt. It's an eccentric bolt that goes in the knuckle inside between the strut and the knuckle, and rotate the bolt to adjust the camber where you need it, lock it down. This is not the best option, but it is a it is an option that can help get you where you need to be with your camber.
It's great for most street applications, right?
For street applications, it's fine, but for anything performance related, they're not really recommended. For more performance and all around durability, a camber plate is the better means by which to adjust your suspension. You have a much longer, larger camber range that you can adjust it in, and it also has slots that are wide enough that you can get some caster adjustment to balance out some minor differences left to right.
Now, one other thing to note is that in our engineering of the S550 camber plate, we found that the factory caster adjustment was sound, even for lowered vehicles. So you do have a little bit of adjustment back and forth to get caster correct with our camber plates, but in reality, that's just to make sure things are even on both sides, right?
Yeah, it's just to be able to even up the caster so you don't have any caster pulls or drifts.
That's really about it. It's not really confusing. The idea is to let you know what happens when you drop your Mustang off to get in alignment, exactly what parts are being adjusted in order to get your alignment dialed in. Comment below, let us know your thoughts. If you have any questions, we really want to answer them. We like doing videos like this to educate you guys on the basics of an alignment and all the suspension that goes along with it. Hit that like and subscribe button and notification bell, and don't forget the most important thing.
Speed matters.